On this episode of Bondi Vet, can Chris rescue this family in trouble?
Come to Uncle Chris. Good friend of your mother's. Go on.
Lucky has swallowed a lethal dose of human medication.
You're going to be all right. Baby, please, just relax.
Will Lisa be able to save this much-loved pet?
Stop it.
And a devil of a scare for Blackie.
It's very enlarged, it's very ugly, it's very inflamed. That's how cancer looks.
Right now I'm off to the Australian Reptile Park, about an hour away from Sydney. Now, apparently there's a Tassie Devil in a bit of trouble, but also, I'm not sure if this is a joke, a python with a sore tooth. Now, surely someone's got to be having a laugh.
Out you come, sweetie. Out this way. Oh, look how big you are.
Queen Bee, the massive 2-year-old Burmese python, is suffering from an inflamed, swollen mouth.
Yeah, she's got a bit of an erosive lesion on that bottom right-hand corner, so a bit of a mouth ulcer, if you like.
Yep.
It's eating down into her gum line. The way it is right now, and left untreated, she won't eat, and that'll be the end of her. And she can bite, can't she? I mean, she's got teeth.
While you're poking around her mouth, she's got her 2 teeth are about 4 mils long.
Yeah, that's nice. It's reassuring.
Thick as a needle.
Burmese pythons aren't venomous, but can easily kill a human by constricting their victim and causing blood vessels to explode.
That doesn't help. She's smart.
She's having you for lunch.
I've still got one arm. That was quite a standoff when Queen Bee wrapped herself around me. Each time I touch her, she goes harder on me too.
Chris looks more like a cat handler, I guess. I could see when it grabbed him around the arm there, it kind of went a little bit white like a ghost, and it was quite funny actually to see, but I think he held himself pretty well.
Okay, we'll give it a go.
The 4-metre python needs a broad-spectrum antibiotic to eliminate her mouth infection.
It moves away so quickly.
Chris is struggling. His first 2 attempts failed.
She just has this reflex movement. There we go.
In?
Yep. She ain't happy.
Oh, in.
All right, so that antibiotic will sink in through a system and go from this end all the way up that end and treat that infected mouth.
Hopefully her mouth will start to deflame. We'll be able to get those beautiful bunny rabbits back into her.
You're going to be all right. Baby, please, just relax.
Wendy has rushed into the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH with her critically ill cat.
Okay, what's happening?
His blood's like a grey-black and he's lost all his
Okay,
colour.
I'm going to take him straight out the back and give him oxygen. You just stay out here and... I'm going to take him out and I'll come and talk to you when he's stable. I'm just going to mask this cat. He looks like crap. Serena, can you just get an oxygen mask? Now, this cat is blue. He's really not getting much oxygen around his body.
Emergency vet Lisa Chimes is almost certain the cat has swallowed human medication.
I think he's had paracetamol toxicity. His gums, his lips are all swollen. Paracetamol causes damage to the red blood cells so that they can't carry oxygen around the body. And when you can't carry oxygen around the body, you can't get oxygen to the brain and you die.
In a cruel irony, the cat's name is Lucky. There is an antidote for paracetamol poisoning, but its effectiveness depends on how long the toxin has been in Lucky's system.
Paracetamol can kill a cat within 4 hours, so we really have to act quickly. Yeah, baby, it's okay.
At the Australian Reptile Park, marsupial keeper Tim Faulkner has another difficult case for Chris.
All right, put her in there.
A 4-year-old Tasmanian Devil with a seriously infected teat.
So we know when she had Joey's last year that it obviously wasn't like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And it did go down when the Joeys were weaned.
Yeah.
It did go down, and it come back up after that. Sorry, Black.
That teat itself is really ballooning out dramatically. Now, it's almost 10 times its normal size. It's red, it's inflamed, it's enlarged. Alarm bells are ringing.
The situation is even more critical because of Blackie's special status. A vicious disease called devil facial tumour has wiped out more than half the devils in Tasmania. Blackie was shipped to the mainland to ensure the species' survival.
Come on, Black. You're all right.
There, come on, girl. This species is on the brink of extinction, and without good breeders like Blackie around, that's the way it's heading. The problem is that that's not going to be functional.
Yeah, that's right. No Joey can attach to it.
Sadly, Blackie is now facing an altogether different, life-threatening disease.
There's a lot of things it could be. The one I'm really worried about, though, is cancer. It's very enlarged, it's very ugly, it's very inflamed, very red. That's how cancer looks.
Stop it.
At SASH, Lisa's under huge pressure to stabilise Lucky, but the terrified cat is fighting her help.
It's all right, sweetie, calm down.
Lucky has paracetamol poisoning and is just hanging on.
No.
Come on. It's all right.
Hey, kitty. We can't give you an antidote if you keep moving.
Come on.
Okay, just get that oxygen mask on. We're stabilising him at the moment and he looks pretty bad, but I have seen cats that are this bad get better, so we're doing our best to pull him through this.
Lisa needs to ask the owner, Wendy, for permission to give Lucky the antidote.
We're not going to see the results straight away.
How long does it take?
I mean, he could take several days to get better, and I can't guarantee you that he's going to recover from this. But he still might not get better. Okay, we're going to give him his best shot and do absolutely everything we can, but I can't promise you anything. Okay.
Lucky's been with us since he was 2 or 3 weeks old. He's like our own little baby, really. You know, we syringe fed him. Got the photo. He's just like one of the family. Our little baby. I had no idea that paracetamol could do that sort of thing, you know, but I know he certainly didn't get it from us.
Okay, keep it still because you might jump here. We're looking to see what comes out of that syringe. If it's very firm and if we get cells or tissue out of there, that's bad because that implies that it's cancerous. If we get fluid, however, that's good news. It could be a cyst. It's very diagnostic and pretty simple and very quick. We'll have an answer very quickly.
At the Australian Reptile Park, Chris is about to discover what's wrong with Blackie the Tasmanian Devil.
Pass.
Fluid.
Good?
Yeah, it looks like a cyst.
Good news.
See how that's collapsed right down?
Yep. Quite a bit in there.
There is, and there's probably more to come too.
Oh, great. Relieved. I mean, cancer is a big word, you know, and I had a lump in my throat for a minute there, but when I seen that fluid come out, and from what Chris had said, I was really happy, really happy.
This is what's actually in there. See how it's really watery?
Yeah.
The infection has been caused by a blocked milk gland.
Very awkward to hold it.
Yeah.
Chris is now attempting to draw out more fluid, but Blackie is becoming very distressed.
We're not going to have much longer in her. I'm getting harder and harder to hold her.
All right, we're almost done. You can see that when I squeeze that...
Come on, Black. You're all right.
There, come on, girl. The concern is, though, that when you've got fluid in a spot like that, it can very easily get infected.
Yep.
And could go from being a cyst to being basically an abscess.
The solution's easy, antibiotics. The hard part is giving a needle to a highly agitated devil.
Now, just to reduce the risk of...
Just watch it, because she will swing right around.
Okay, I'm fast, mate.
Yeah, she is too. The front's got canines and the back is scissor-like shearers, so, you know, they'll take a finger in half. Just be ready for her to swing, because she's pretty fired up. And they don't look like she's going to turn around, but she will very, very quickly.
Okay. Ready?
Done. Easy. She can go away?
Yeah, she can go.
Okay.
She can go.
Nearly over.
In she dives. The chances of her breeding again are dependent on how well that teat's going to function. But if we can keep that healthy, keep it clean, then she could be mum again. And for the species, that'd be fantastic news.
What's happening?
Just really shallow breathing, and it did stop for a little bit.
At SASH, Lisa is about to give Lucky an antidote for his lethal dose of paracetamol poisoning.
Okay, can we get the crash cart? Lucky's just crashed, and it's happened before we've even had a chance to give him the antidote. Is there a laryngoscope anywhere? Yeah, he's just arrested.
The toxin has shut down Lucky's system. His heart has stopped beating and he can no longer breathe on his own.
We're giving the antidote while we're doing CPR. His chances aren't very good, but we've got to give everything we've got to get him home to Wendy. Sophia, do you want to stop for 1 second so I can see if we've got a... Oh, there's some P waves. Okay. What are my chances?
In the heart of Bondi Junction, 7 Staffordshire Terrier pups are causing havoc at their home in a fancy dress store.
Oh, you rat.
Renegade will be the first to leave home.
It is sad. I'm still trying to fight the fact that I'm going to maybe keep the other 6. I think I'll be sad if any of them leave Bondi.
But before Renegade can go to his new home, Nerida's taking the whole family to the Bondi Clinic for their vaccinations.
Oh. And they're still asleep.
Chris has just returned from the Reptile Park and is back in his comfort zone.
Mona doesn't do a lot, does she?
The team includes Mona,
3.64 kilos.
Spanky.
Do you want to tell me how you got the name Spanky?
Buckwheat,
6,
Alfalfa,
7, 8.
and Miss Lilu.
At 6 weeks of age, they're just so fragile. Their immune systems are really underdeveloped. So the fact is, vaccinations are a must, and they've got to be on time. Sure, give them all the love and attention you want, but just don't forget their shots. Thanks.
How's that for a reaction?
So I'm pleased to say the entire gang is fit and healthy, but I've got one concern. Nerida. She's going to go through some serious heartbreak when she has to say goodbye to these puppies. Got a beautiful family in Nerida. Come on, guys.
Very heavy. So I have my own personal puppy carrier now.
Come on, kitty. Hey, come on, Lucky. He's called Lucky. Oh, never call a cat Lucky. Never call a cat Lucky. But be lucky, okay?
Lisa is administering more atropine and adrenaline in a last desperate attempt to save Lucky.
Oh. Come on. She loves him so much. Unfortunately, Lucky hasn't made it, and we did absolutely everything we could to try and get him through this, and the toxin had just taken effect, and it's too late.
Wendy is convinced someone deliberately gave Lucky the paracetamol.
You're pretty angry now.
You know, I'm very angry that people are that wicked out there that they can kill little animals. They're so helpless, you know. And he was so loving. It's like losing one of your children, you know. heartbreaking.
It is extremely important that people realise how toxic paracetamol is to animals, especially cats. And we've just seen Lucky lose his life because of paracetamol, and people just need to be aware of how deadly it is.
What do you got here?
Yeah, there's some ducklings in there.
Hey, Mum.
Chris has received an urgent call from Barry, a member of the wildlife rescue group Wires.
Probably not the place to raise kids on a building site, is it?
No.
We've been called out to a house that's under construction because the neighbours have seen there's a family of ducklings trying to eke out a living in the family swimming pool. Only problem is there were 4 yesterday, there's now 3. We'll just approach slowly here. The house isn't a place for these ducklings to be raised. There's obviously predators around. We need to get the ducklings, catch them all, try to get the mother as well, and then relocate them to a safer place. We want to keep the family unit together, so we need to approach this very carefully with a very distinct plan. Could be getting dirty here, Barry. Could be getting very dirty and very wet.
The pool is putrid, full of plastic bags that could easily drown the ducklings if they got trapped.
We lost one last night by the sounds of it. We don't want to lose another one. Plus there's a big storm approaching. We have to act and really act now. In your world now, aren't I, ducks? I've got to say I'm a little bit nervous because this is a tricky place to work. We're dealing with wild animals, animals that are going to be scared of us. Keeping them all together is going to be really, really difficult. One hell of a challenge.
The mother is now secure in the holding cage. That's supposed to be the trickiest part over. But the ducklings are showing no signs of coming quietly.
Come to Uncle Chris. Good friend of your mother's. Come on. You're getting fast. It's all sorts of junk under here. I don't even want to know what it is.
One duckling has already died, and Chris is trying to rescue and relocate the rest of the family.
We've been really successful in grabbing 2 of the 3 ducklings, but there's one still in there that thinks it's a red October. It's the submarine duck. How do you do that? Where? Oh. Every time you go near it, just goes under and away. Okay, where are you going to come up? And you have no idea, you can't see anything underneath there. Very smart duck. That was a good move. Even though this is a very good tactic from the duckling, the worry is that if you get stuck underneath one of these plastic bags, it's going to suffocate. Oh, I don't even want to know what that is.
Chris has decided to use a new tactic to get hold of the last elusive duckling.
He was just sitting with his nose under the water like he was hiding. Because we just want to keep him out of the water because he's very good in the water. Little Thorpey. I think I've got you. Little submarine duck. You see the family? Feeling really relieved. That could have gone really pear-shaped very quickly. If Mum had decided to take off down the central runway here, out, that could have been the end of the family, but we managed to get her quickly, and with a bit of extra hassle, grab the babies as well. So, great result. Now, take them to a good spot, release them. Hopefully the family has many more happy years ahead.
Meanwhile, at Bondi Junction, Nerida is preparing herself to say goodbye to the first of her 7 pups.
I believe this belongs to you.
Well, thank you so much.
Officially belongs to you.
One less mouth to feed.
One less, yeah.
One more for me.
Renegade's new owner, Dave, is a builder in the local area.
He gets to come to work every day with us, hang out at the beach, do everything, a dog should do. It's going to be all good. I'm going to see Mama as well. See ya.
It is hard with all of them, and it's going to be harder because she's here every day with us as well, so. But that's all right, they're all going to good homes, and I still have 6 more. It totally sucks.
Gonna refer it to the manager, are you? Are you the manager? Talk to you about accommodation? Hey, guys, kids are around, all right? No fighting. We'll just be up here.
Chris and Barry are relocating the mother and her 3 ducklings to a much safer home at Centennial Park.
Do you ever get the feeling you're being followed, Barry? It seemed to have upset the local order.
After the stagnant water in the pool at their last address, this is paradise.
I'm guessing because you're the feisty one, you're the submarine duck. They're going to be relying on you. Look out for your brothers and sisters, all right? Okay. Go out there now and you enjoy yourself, okay? Stay safe. That's great. Good result, mate.
Good one.
Good on you.
Next time on Bondi Vet.